Nice to have you back. Thanks for staying with us. So we are heading into our love segment with Mr. Kolade Stephen. Hi, Mr. Kolade.
Good morning,
Good morning.
MB. Good
Nice to
morning,
have you on the
Sam.
show.
Great to be here. At least now we both get to share suits, and then
I think I'm going to take this your suit because it's so beautiful.
I'll gladly give it out. I'll be
Okay.
it's you, so it's on my matter, so I'll let it go.
So today we are discussing love cycles, everything love and in between.
Yeah.
What do you have for us? Go ahead.
What I wanted to discuss, I was trying to do a bit of data,
Okay.
but I think I'm having a bit of a rethink about sharing the data because I sort of couldn't find the right one because I wanted to capture data on divorce, as it were. But primarily, the conversation I want us to have, it's love circles, everything love and in between. It's to discuss AMA on the concept and the idea of love, dating, marriage, and what makes it work. And I know it's been a very tense week that we've been praying should just come and go, which is the fallout of the elections. And I know that there has been the winners are celebrating, the losers are having a heartbreak. And I'm aware that the same thing happens in relationship. Relationships are not elections, yeah, but it follows almost the same thing. People pitch for it, which is what in my days we would call scoping or toasting a girl. I don't know what the language is now. Now I'm feeling old. I don't know what the language is
toasting.
now. It's still toasting, yeah?
Yes.
Now, so in politics, is the politician doing what? Campaigning. Canvassing for your votes. So you, of course, the election will now be you saying, casting your ballot and saying, so the same thing, the same circle goes on for a man and a woman, a gentleman and a lady. But for today, the couple of minutes that we have left, I want to focus on how do you get to a stage to know what works and what doesn't work. And I think that is very important. I will share a case study, which is a real life story, but of course I'm going to change the name of the person in question. And I get this also most of the time, probably when I'm in sessions or I have people coming to have a conversation with me about the concept or the idea of dating, loving, even people who are married. But primarily, I focus more on those who are dating and in relationships. Most times I talk to ladies who are probably in their early 30s, mid 30s, and the pressure of wanting to settle down is high. Two things happen, which I find rather very strange. At this stage and at this stage in people's lives, they just want to marry. And the challenge is when you speak to, let's say, our assumed person, please, MB, give me a name. I'm help with a female name.
Angela.
Angela, good one. So Angela is, let's say she's 34, and then she comes into have a session and go, oh, coach, I need to deal and talk about this issue that's bothering me. And I say, okay, before we start, do you mind if I use a paper and write a list? And like, oh, sure, please, coach, go ahead. And I grab a pen, of course, I grab a paper, and I say, okay, so can you run me through the list of your ideal man? And then she starts the first thing. It must be 6'2", 6'5", and you're laughing, MB, and I write it down. 6'2", 6'5". Good. It must have a very good job. Oh, very good job. And it must be very adventurous and spontaneous, and I write all these things down. So by the time we probably have exhausted the list, maybe she had given me a list of about 24 to 30 things. And I now ask her a very fundamental question. Don't forget, I keep on saying on this show, that one of the biggest tools when you engage a coach is the quality of the questions they ask you. So the question I asked her was this: who are the people currently in your life right now who make you very happy? And then she takes a pause. Angela takes a pause, looks back, and she says, I have a BC that I went to school with. She's been my forever friend. She gets me. I can talk to her about anything. She goes, okay. Then I have this funke from work who is crazy. She's mad. She's so judgmental too. She's non-judgmental to talk to, which is exciting. Then she mentions her younger brother, who is our cheerleader, always encouraging her, always telling her, yes, you can do this, don't give up on life, things could work, blah, blah, blah. And by the time she was getting to the fourth example, she breaks down in tears and she begins to cry.
we're really pressed for time. So let's just get the concluding part of the story.
Wow, this is interesting. So
Within 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yes.
So the reality is that there are people in your life you call elevator people. So you need to learn to identify these people who come into your life to elevate you. And most times in life, you find out that the people that are your elevator people, most of the times, are the right quality, the right match for the people you should be dating and you should be marrying. And most times, they don't come in 6'2" or 6'5". They might be 5'9" or 5'4". But like we always say, when everybody lies down, we all fall about at the same height.
All right.
Thank you very much for being there for us, Mr. Kolade Adeli Stephen, for taking us through everything in love and in between.
Yes.
Well, this is the much we can give to you at this hour. We thank you so much for staying with us. And then we'll be letting him go so that he can be here some other time and give us an exhaustive explanations of what he just dished out now. So before we wrap up the show, we have the quote of the day, and it says, success is linking yourself. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. What's your perspective to this?
It simply talks about self-love.
Self-love.
Yes.
All right. So I don't think there's anything bad about you loving yourself.
Yes.
All right. This is the much we have for you today, and this is how we'll be closing the show for today. I am Samuel Okata. Like I always say, in everything you do, keep watching iBrand Daybreak.
My name is Mboso Udwabon. Do have a fantastic day.
Bye for now.